letting go of the inner serpent.
In our deep dive today, we delved into a fascinating text about bodhicitta, a term that might sound like Buddhist jargon, but presents a truly challenging idea. Why is bodhicitta called the lifeline of the Dharma? The text even suggests that without it, even good deeds can turn into bad ones. How do we make sense of this? Our goal was to unpack this dialogue, which was structured like a conversation between a master and a disciple. We aim to grasp the core of what bodhicitta is, why it's so crucial, and what happens when it's absent. What is bodhicitta and demonic karma? The conversation starts with a strong statement. Bodhicitta is the lifeline, and without it, even a person's diligent efforts at doing good can become demonic karma. This might sound alarming. What exactly is bodhicitta? And what does demonic karma mean? The term demonic karma might sound intense, but it simply refers to actions that appear good on the surface. However, the underlying motivation is flawed. Without the clear, awakened intention to benefit others, the outcome can actually lead to greater self-attachment or negative consequences. The text gives the example of a person with good intentions watering a chili plant, but accidentally killing it. This illustrates how good intentions without proper understanding or wisdom can be counterproductive. The core of bodhicitta is this awakened mind. It's not a vague notion of "I want to do good." Instead, it is a very precise and clear awareness with the goal of benefiting all sentient beings. Without this precise awareness as a foundation, our actions can easily go astray. We might end up being unhelpful to others and even failing to truly benefit ourselves. The dialogue also touches on examples of modern public figures like Elon Musk and Jack Ma, suggesting their eventual decline might be linked to losing something essential. Does this relate to bodhicitta? The text uses these examples to make a point. When a person's initial drive, which might have included altruistic ideas or a pure focus on the work itself, is later replaced by the pursuit of fame, profit, or what the text calls arrogance, they are likely to start a downward slide from their peak. Often, success stems from a more humble and focused state of mind. The dialogue also makes an interesting observation. While arrogance might be straightforward and obvious in people in lower positions, those in high positions might sometimes feign arrogance as a strategy. For instance, to protect their time by turning down requests. The key is to distinguish between feigned and genuine arrogance. If the arrogance is real and deeply rooted, it is a dangerous warning sign that will likely prevent a person from remaining in a high position for long. The text also uses a beautiful metaphor, comparing bodhicitta to the ocean. The ocean is vast, all-encompassing, and indestructible thought. It can hold all afflictions and karma. This realm is far vaster than that of so-called Hinayana practitioners, who only seek their own liberation. A crucial point of this metaphor is why the ocean is so vast, places itself in the lowest position, thereby achieving the most immense merit. The text contrasts this with the Hinayana practitioner, whose efforts are like the light of a firefly, seeking only personal fulfillment. Bodhicitta, in contrast, is like the sun, aiming to illuminate all beings. This is why the text says the first arising of the bodhicitta mind, the very first thought of "I want to benefit everyone," surpasses the merits accumulated by Hinayana sages. This makes bodhicitta sound both fundamental and profoundly powerful. So why is it so difficult for most of us to genuinely arouse and maintain it? The dialogue uses the metaphor of a poisonous snake, which represents the afflictions and wrong views within our minds. The dialogue points out a somewhat harsh reality. The reason we struggle to genuinely arouse selfless bodhicitta is often because, deep down, we believe in and even pledge allegiance to the snake. What does it mean to pledge allegiance to a snake? The snake represents our desires for fame, sensory pleasures, and a self-centered pursuit of various things. Even though we might intellectually know that these pursuits ultimately lead to suffering, our long-held habits and wrong views make us mistakenly believe that chasing them is what's best for us. The real problem, then, lies in whether we truly recognize the harm of this affliction snake and what we, in our deepest hearts, truly believe in and dedicate our daily efforts to. Are we feeding this snake? Or are we genuinely thinking of all beings and hoping they can be free from suffering? This powerful message leads to a final question for you, the listener. How can you check if you are unknowingly pledging allegiance to the snake? Within your own mind, the text suggests a simple self-check. Ask yourself, what is the most fundamental motivation behind my efforts in learning, working, and living my life? Is it to improve myself so I can better help others and contribute to society? Or is it primarily to satisfy my own desires, pursue personal fame and wealth, or simply seek comfort? Also, when you see a need for help around you, what is your first reaction? Is it "that's not my business"? Or do you think, "what can I do?" Or "how can I improve myself so I can be of help?" True bodhicitta drives you to proactively learn, work, and accumulate merit and wisdom so that you can have the ability to benefit all beings. It is a shift in allegiance from the affliction, bringing poisonous snakes, to the awakened path of benefiting others. In summary, we've explored bodhicitta not as a vague benevolence, but as a clear and awakened mind with the precise goal of benefiting all sentient beings. It is considered the very lifeblood of the Dharma. What hinders us is the poisonous snake of afflictions and wrong views that lurks within, which we are often unknowingly loyal to, driven by deeply ingrained habits and misconceptions. To leave you with a final question for reflection, the text says we all have something we are loyal to. In your daily choices and actions, what are you most loyal to? The awakened mind that helps you grow and care for the wider world? Or the snake that might keep you spinning in place and constantly depleting yourself?